Today, we're talking about one of the hardest things to go through, which is outgrowing someone but still missing them. It could be a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a friend, a family member, doesn't matter who. The reality is, you guys might have had a close relationship, might have felt connected, might have felt love, but in the end, over time, it's just not working out. You guys are on two different paths, and for the most part, their path probably, at least right now, is stagnant. You're pushing forward, and they're stuck where they are. And two people, they can't hold hands and walk in different directions. If you're trying to go forward, you can only pull them so much until eventually that grip breaks. And that's what you're going through right now. And we're going to talk about it. It's fully okay to miss someone and walk away. It's completely normal too. There's something crazy about that. There's something wrong with that right there. You can miss someone and no longer have them in your life. It doesn't mean you made the wrong decision. It doesn't mean you screwed up and you need them back in your life and you need to have them back as fast as possible and rekindle that connection. Because in reality, what you're feeling is, it's grief, not regret. That's one thing you have to distinguish right there is you are feeling grief for the relationship, grief for the friendship, grief for the companionship, but it is not regret. You don't regret the decision as you have a journey with someone. Doesn't matter what relationship you have. You are accumulating love every single day, every single memory. All it is one big pile of love with this person, okay? You care for them. You enjoy having them in your life. And when you break up or when you walk away or when you decide enough is enough and you establish that boundary, all that love is still there. You can't just kill love. It doesn't die like that. But what you feel is grief because you can't give it away anymore. It's just stuck with you, and you have this pile of love and no one to give it to. You can't give it to them anymore. You can't reciprocate the feeling you have to them because they're no longer in your life. But that's why it's not regret though. It's just grief. It is the lack of the ability to give the love away anymore. Because you didn't make the wrong decision. It's okay to walk away. You're gonna feel guilty. You're gonna feel like, oh, where's my loyalty? I left them behind, or I missed them, or this was wrong. It was none of that stuff right there. You are fully, it's okay to leave. It's okay to walk away. There's nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day, you have to realize that people can change and mature and grow in their own time frame and their own stage of life. But do you really want to have your stage of life and your growth and your personal journey be hindered so much by someone who is just fully just yanking you backwards? It doesn't make sense, And don't get me wrong, I'm all for loyalty to an extent, though. If the person is struggling, don't abandon them. But if they are constantly walking all over you or hindering your life or causing you emotional stress over and over and over and over again, you're fully right to walk away. It's a mind trap. It's like your mind is just convincing you that you feel guilty and you feel regretful and you can withstand it. It's like you feel, okay, that's what it is. It is the fallacy of you see them differently than everybody else. Everybody in this world sees them as a broken person. They went through this traumatic event and it caused them to be like that. But they don't see that. They just see them superficially. They see them at the surface. They just see them as a bad person. Meanwhile, I understand what they went through. I understand who they are. I understand they're a broken individual. And when they treat me wrong, they don't mean to break me down. It's just because X, Y, Z happened to them. So you get this like trauma bond where you feel like, I know you better than anyone. So how can I leave you because I'm sending you out to a world who doesn't treat you and care about you and understand you the way I do? It's only me. It's almost like survivor's guilt, but like reverse wise, I'm saying? Like you are the survivor of them. You are the only one that sees them that way and nobody else can replicate that. So you feel special to them. You feel like your value to them is so much and so astronomically high that for you to walk away, it's hindering their life so much more than the negative actions they're putting on you. So for you, you'd rather just soldier on, trooper on, and I can take it because that person, they need me. They need this. The problem is it's not like that. That person might have gone through bad events, but they're constantly hindering you and holding you back. It's not good for you because someone can drown out there. If they pull you down with them, you're better off not saving them in the first place because that life's already going to be lost if they're drowning. If they pull you down too, that's now 2 lives. And the second one, they weren't even in the ocean to begin with. You fully went on that ocean to help them. You fully went on that ocean to try to bring them out and to save them from whatever they're going through. And when they pull you down with them, you got to understand that. You got to realize that. And repel that guilt by just seeing, not from the personal point of view you have, not from the bias you have, but from the reality of it. The ones that your friends see is that they put you through bad times. And sure, you might have had great times, might have had good times, might have been amazing memories, might have been fun, great, all that stuff. That's okay. You can still cherish those and value those memories, but just separate the current day version of that person with that version right there. Because like I said, we all grow. We're very different. Because if I told you right now, like, oh, are you very similar to your 10-year-old self? You would say, no, that's like a different person almost. So whether it was 2 years ago, that person right there, they're gone. If they're treating you differently now, it doesn't matter what was happening 2 years ago, any of that stuff. You're not regretting walking away. You're not regretting any of that stuff right there. You're just grieving the old version of them. You're grieving the times you had, the memories you had, the laughs, all that right there. And if you don't want to take it from me, take it from them seagulls right there. I don't even know if you can hear them because this mic right here. But they're telling you too that it's grief, not regret. And that's okay to walk away. It's okay to value yourself and prioritize yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. You're fully in the right to do it. It's going to be a long healing process, but eventually you'll make it through. But just understand that once you walk away, don't go back. There's nothing worse than you can do to circle back. Keep on pushing on, because guess what? The best chance you guys ever have of rekindling is if you're walking forward in your righteous path, is hopefully, maybe, God willing, one day behind, they start sprinting up to your pathway. Maybe they get their act together and they start sprinting and fighting to get to where you are now. And that's when things can work. But don't hold out for that. If it happens, it happens. But never, never, never walk back, circle back to go to where they were. That's all it's going to do is get you caught up in more negative actions, more negative times. Because we want to go forward. We want that positive growth, not go backwards. We walk away from them for a reason. Stay true to that. Stay solid with that. And understand that. And I'll see you guys later.